Survival Skills is a lost training video from the 1980s. In it, Jim, the perfect policeman, gets in over his head when he tries to resolve a domestic violence case outside of the law. Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Movie Files. Elliot back again with another film festival review from Fantasia, and this time it's for the comedy drama Survival Skills. Very excited to let you all know what I thought about this movie in a non-spoiler review. Before we dive into it, as you can see on the screen now, make sure you're following me on all my other social media accounts. That way you can stay up to date with what's going on over here at Movie Files. If you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it so you can stay up to date with all my new videos. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, helps out the channel, but I also really appreciate it. And in the comments below, let me know what you think about this movie. I'm going to leave the trailer and tagline in the comment section or in the description of the video, as well as let me know what you all thought about this review, and let's have some discussions in the comments below. So first and foremost, as I do with all my videos, starting off with the positives and negatives, give you my raw thought. I'm just going to straight out say it. I really enjoyed this film from the very start of this film, the style of the film. So this is a film that takes place in the 80s, and it has the 80s VHS style to the entire film, and I love that aspect. Just kind of is unique right off the bat. It's a unique approach, and I really enjoyed that. And also Officer Jim Williams, who we'll talk about here in a bit. But kind of going more into my positives about this film. First off, again, the story, without giving too much away, the basic premise is you have Stacy Keach, who's the narrator of this film, who is showing new officers a training video on how to be the perfect police officer. And as we're seeing this perfect police officer be built, Jim Williams, we're seeing the kind of how he is a character that plays by the book. He's almost, again, the perfect police officer. He's a rookie police officer. He does everything perfectly. You see his life. He has the perfect girlfriend. He sticks to the script. Literally speaking, there's a script on this film where the characters, again, are playing a role. They're playing a training montage. So, again, it's kind of like a story within a story, a movie within a movie, which I love, first and foremost. But as I said, him sticking to the script, Jim Williams, he sticks to the script until he comes across a domestic violence case, and that's where things kind of really shake up and get more dramatic from the kind of comedy approach to the more drama approach. But I've mentioned him a couple times. My favorite character of maybe the last couple months that I've seen in any film, in any movie, any TV show, Mr. Jim Williams, played by Vayu O Donnell, who was cast perfectly in this role because, again, he's playing kind of like a video game-ish character. He's playing we've all been training for, jobs in the past, whether it be retail or whatever the case may be, or if you're training to be a police officer. We know those people in those videos are like the perfect example. So it's like nothing goes wrong in those videos. They're just perfect. They say the right things. They do the right things. So I thought that the character was so perfectly, or say the actor was cast perfectly to play this kind of robotic character into the film unfolds. And we see this perfect police officer become more of a human character once the kind of, again, the comedic elements are still throughout the film, but it gets more dramatic and you get more from Jim Williams. Again, the character was fantastic. I thought the direction and the writing from Quinn Armstrong, who wrote and directed this film, was really strong. I thought the script really held up, especially, like I said, this is my first time being exposed to him as a director, and I can't wait to see what he does next because, again, I love his approach to making this a VHS film, but also I like how he tells this story. Again, you have this police officer who has good intentions, but once he kind of learns the system, he learns the corruption within the system, especially when it comes to domestic violence cases and how they're handled. That's where we start to see kind of how cops can go in with good intentions, but how things can kind of turn them into a corrupt police officer or lose kind of faith within the justice system. So I kind of love how Quinn Anderson presents this story, or say Quinn Armstrong presents this story without being like overhanded or forcing the issue or being too preachy. It was just a really organically told story, and I really like that stance that Mr. Armstrong kind of did with the direction as well as the writing of this film. I will say, if there were any criticisms, it took a minute to kind of get used to just the cartoonish nature of the film from the beginning of it, the first 10 to 15 minutes. But again, once we go from that kind of funny, perfect police officer type of vibes to the more, okay, here's a domestic violence case. How do women with children handle this, when they get put into the system and they say, oh, there's not enough room for them to stay here. The husband or the abuser gets away with it. So I love how this story kind of unfolds, and again, it becomes a comedy at the beginning, but gets more dramatic and almost has some horrific elements as the film kind of unfolds. And I really enjoy the pacing of this film. Again, Jim Williams is a great character. The actor was fantastic in my opinion. The supporting cast was really well done. The story that was told, the direction, the writing, the VHS style. This is one of my favorite films of Fantasia Film Festival. I'm going to give this film a 4 out of 5. Survival Skills did come out March 6th. I don't believe it's streaming anywhere on VOD, but I hope it does pretty soon, because I think this will have a cult following, and not even necessarily cult following, because normally when you think cult following, it means that the film didn't really, do that well, but I hope it finds its audience, because this is a really, really good film. Again, Survival Skills was shown at the Fantasia Film Festival, and I really highly recommend you seek that film out when it is available to the mass audience. But 4 out of 5 for me. Let me know what you all thought about this review, the trailer. If you've seen this film, let me know your thoughts, and let's have some discussions in the comments below. By the time this video is out, Fantasia Film Festival would have ended, but I urge you guys to check out my other reviews, and also sign up for Film Festival next year, man. This is one of the best film festivals. This is my first film festival, and I couldn't have been happier to cover this for the first time. Fantasia Film Festival was fantastic, and there was a lot of great films. So definitely check out my other reviews for this film festival that I covered, as well as the other content currently on my channel for movie reviews, TV reviews, and everything in between. So as always, like, share, comment, subscribe. Keep an eye out for a lot of reviews coming to you all this week for TV and other movies. Hope you all are staying safe, and we'll see you in the next video.